All right, let me preface this by saying this is Tillman's Temper. I say stuff from the heart. I just say it. I haven't really taken time to research it or this and that. That would be called Tillman's research and Tillman's educated stuff. But right now, this is just me getting shit off my chest. That's what this podcast is about. It's a avenue for me to vent and get shit off my chest before I really truly dig into it. So with that being said, let's talk about racism again. So people say it doesn't happen and it doesn't exist, or if it does, it's not as bad as you think it is. Well, walk a mile in our shoes and then we'll tell you that it does exist. And we almost encounter it every day. So, for example, there's a small school, Heuvelton, about 30, 45 minutes away from us. A little small school. They have a biracial kid that goes there. Their mom put on Facebook, "This is what my child has to deal with while going to school." Some white kids thought it was funny and took pictures of themselves using their bodies to spell out the word Nigger. Now, I don't find anything funny about that. What I find is a learned behavior. What I find is that there's parents that are going to support these kids and saying, "Oh, the punishment is too great," or "not enough," or "do this," or, like, "Oh, they didn't know." And I call bullshit on that because they do know. See, that's a learned behavior. Yeah. And before you can stick up for it and say, "Yeah, I agree, it is wrong," you better be careful that you're not one of those people that use that same language undercover in your own home where you feel safe around your people. Because there's a lot of people you like that say that word, say the N-word, or talk bad about natives or Chinese or savages or blanket asses or whatever the racial term that you use to describe minorities, you use it. You just don't do it out in public because, oh, you're smarter than that. I don't give a shit if you don't use it in public. You still harbor those feelings. So you're just as bad as them. So before you go pretending that you're defending them, you better make sure you're really defending them. Don't be using that language. You can't stop hate if you're still using hate. Whether you do it at home, in private, you still foster that hate. So don't sit here and tell me it's 2022 and we still got to deal with ignorant ass kids that do that shit. Ignorant ass white kids that think it's cool to use the N-word around their people, but won't say that shit when there's a room full of black people, there's a room full of natives. Oh, they won't use those racial terms then. Just when they feel safe, they will. So teach your kids better than that. Teach your kids there's no place for shit like that. Stick by the punishment for those kids. And again, this comes back down to everything that I talk about when I rant. It's about supporting your kids. It's about knowing what is right, what is wrong, and not worrying about upsetting your child. You better bust your child's ass for talking like that, for doing something stupid like that. And if they get suspended, power to them. Support the principal for suspending them, for standing up. Don't let these motherfuckers off the hook that easy. Stand up for what's right. I'm out.